All right, what's going on, everybody? Good morning. As I said, I told you guys I was gonna be back, and I'm gonna make you guys remember this, and I'm gonna continue to stick this victory in your face for a long time. And all you guys who came on here and talked trash about me because I picked Lopez, you're gonna have to deal with me for a long time now because I'm gonna savor this victory. And I'm going to remind you of what you said. And I'm going to stick it to you guys for a long time. And I'm going to keep sticking it to you guys for a long time. So I'm starting to see a narrative on here that's really troubling to me. And not only troubling to me, but it's very irritating. Now, first off, I'm not here to defend the Julie Letterman scorecard. I think it was ridiculous that anyone would ever think that Lomachenko only won one round in that fight. And I'm not going to defend Julie Letterman's scorecard, and I don't think anyone can or should defend Julie Letterman's scorecard. Shout out to Evan Young, a friend of mine on Twitter. Right before the fight, he saw that Julie Letterman was a red flag because of, if you go back and you look at some of her other scorecards, one of the scorecards that she had in the past was when Diego Chavez fought Tim Bradley, and she had Diego Chavez winning that fight 8-4 over Tim Bradley, and Tim Bradley clearly won that fight 8-4 himself. So her scorecard was ridiculous. And if you go down the list and check her history, she's got just like Adelaide Bird and CJ Ross, she's got a history. But once again, boxing continues to shoot itself in the foot. And when you do something wrong in boxing, you get rewarded, apparently, because she was right back in another fight, and another big fight, another significant fight. It's not like you bring these judges back and put them in lesser fights, but these commissions, most notably the Nevada State Athletic Commission, which is supposed to be the the example. It's supposed to be the status quo, and it's supposed to be the model for good boxing commissions. But what do they keep doing? They're the ones that keep putting these dubious, questionable judges back into these positions. So if you want to be mad at anyone, be mad at the Nevada State Athletic Commission, who continues to shoot itself in the foot. But here's the problem. Lomachenko fans, people who had the fight, there's a few people had the fight a draw, a few people that had the fight 115 and 113. They're saying all the scorecards were horrible. They're saying that there was a bias towards Teofimo Lopez, who's not even the A side, who was not even the house fighter. Okay? So they're trying to take credit away from Lopez and put the emphasis on the scorecards more than what Lopez did in this fight on Saturday night. So they're saying all of the scorecards were horrible. The 116 and 112 and the 117 and 111. Those were horrible scorecards too. So according to these Lomachenko fanatics, the only two scorecards you could have had, or actually the only three scorecards you could have had, were 114 a draw, or 115 for Lopez, or 113 for Lomachenko. So if you had the fight 116 to 112, or you had the fight 117 and 111 for Lopez, then obviously you're an idiot and the fix was in. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You guys just can't take this L. You're going to be grasping and nitpicking at every little thing that you could do to try to diminish Lopez. You guys just can't accept that Lomachenko was overrated. You guys just can't accept and just come to the realization of what you saw. You can't deal with it. So now you have to look at other little stupid things to try to discredit and take away from Lopez. But in the same token, try to justify why you picked Lomachenko, and now all of a sudden Lomachenko got a raw deal. Listen, the right man won. The right man won. And I scored the fight 116 to 112, just like one of the judges did. And I almost gave the 8th to Lopez. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that a judge couldn't come up with a 117 or 111 scorecard. There's nothing wrong with that. That wasn't a ridiculous scorecard. You had one bad scorecard. So is that supposed to take away? Is that supposed to take away from the brilliant performance of Teofimo Lopez? And then the narrative is this: oh well, Lomachenko started too late, and you saw what happened when he turned it up in the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th round. Yeah, but then you also saw what happened when Lopez kicked it back up in the 12th. And another thing people aren't taking into consideration, and again, I'm not complaining about it. I'm not saying Lomachenko did this on purpose, but those headbutts did slow Teofimo Lopez down a little bit. They do take the starch out of you. They can make a fighter dazed a little bit. That can affect a fighter. And I'm not saying Lomachenko did it on purpose, and it's boxing. It's boxing. But Lomachenko did get a little reckless, and, he made head contact. And he did win those rounds. I gave him the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th. But I was saying to myself during that 8th round at the end, this was a little bit closer. This is a little bit close. This was a competitive round, but Lomachenko was a little bit more aggressive, so I gave it to him. But Lopez was still coming back in those rounds. He was still landing punches. It wasn't like he was getting the bag beat out of him. I thought he clearly lost the 9th, 10th, and 11th. And I'm not trying to make a case for anyone giving him those 3 rounds. But the 8th round was a swing round, in my opinion. The 8th round was a swing round, in my opinion. And then people who gave the 2nd round to Lomachenko when he only landed 2 punches, I don't get that one. And then some people gave him the 7th. Again, I don't get that one. People who scored this fight 115 to 113 or 114 to 114, they gave Lomachenko the 2nd, and some people gave him the 2nd and the 7th to make it a draw. I just don't see it. I don't see it. And then some people are even trying to say that the 12th round could have gone either way when it was probably Teofimo's best round of the fight. So you guys are just grasping at straws to try to justify that this fight wasn't as good of a performance from Lopez as people are saying. You're trying to take away from the fact that Lomachenko got schooled on Saturday night. He lost a clear, decisive victory. Okay? And now you're crying because the fight wasn't 115 to 113, or it wasn't 114 to 114 like you wanted it to be, so it could make Lomachenko look better in your eyes. You have to justify Lomachenko's greatness when you guys overrated him. You guys overrated him. The amount of power punches, Teofimo Lopez landed 50% of his power punches on Saturday night. Like I was trying to tell you, this guy is a good defensive fighter. He's just not as flawless as you guys said he was. You guys said this guy was untouchable. There's no way you can compare this guy's defense to someone like Pernell Whitaker or Floyd Mayweather. There's no way. There's no way. And then you have guys like Joe Tessitore comparing his power punch connect rate to Roberto Duran. This guy had 15 fights. Roberto Duran had 119 fights. And Roberto Duran fought all the way up until he was 50. But yet you got people are putting his name in the same breath as Roberto Duran. You guys were out of control. The media was out of control. ESPN was out of control. Bob Arum was out of control. This guy was a very good fighter. And he was a great fighter. But to sit there and say that he's an all-time great in comparison to Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, Marvin Hagler, all these great fighters, Manny Pacquiao. He's not a Manny Pacquiao. He's not a Floyd Mayweather. Not even close. And this is coming from a guy who would still vote him in the Hall of Fame. But I just don't think you could compare him to those guys. I just don't think he's as good as those guys. I don't. I don't. I don't. And then people are saying, oh, Teofimo Lopez landed low blows. No, that punch was on the belt line. These same people that are complaining about Teofimo Lopez's low blows, they're totally overlooking Lomachenko's headbutts. And again, I'm not complaining. I'm not saying Lomachenko did them on purpose. I'm not saying he's a dirty fighter. I'm not saying he tried to cheat. Listen, this is a fight. He bit down. He bit down, and he tried to come on. He threw all caution into the wind. And he said, you know what? I'm behind. I got to step it up. Whether or not, it was a little bit reckless on his part, the way he attacked. But if he fought that way from the opening bell, then what happened in the 12th round could have easily happened in the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th. Okay? Because Teofimo Lopez switched it up himself. There would have been more opportunities. If he decided from the opening bell that he was going to turn this into a firefight, then he was going to walk into a lot of counters. And the heavy-handed guy, I believe, his punches would have had more of an effect. And this fight could have ended in a knockout. You could have had a Teofimo Lopez knockout. So all you guys saying, well, he should have came out faster. Again, he couldn't come out faster because, again, he was offset by the jab and how Teofimo Lopez would hit him to the head and then he would go right to the body. And he was offset by the right hand counter uppercuts. And he was just offset about the speed. Teofimo Lopez, as I told you guys, was faster. His reaction time was better. So all those little fancy moves and the pivot out to the right, every time he moved, Lopez reacted and was ahead of the game. He cut him off at the pass. All those tricks, the smoke and mirrors that he used against everyone else didn't work against Lopez because Lopez had the defensive reflexes to counteract all of those moves. So it's not about what he didn't do. It's about what Lopez did do, what Lopez didn't allow him to do. And you idiots, oh, well, he gave away the first 6-7 rounds on purpose because he wanted to tire Teofimo Lopez out. So in the training camp, that was their strategy. They were in the camp doing their work, working on their strategy. So when they were sparring, you're basically saying Lomachenko was sparring and losing rounds on purpose in preparation because his game plan was, I'm going to lose the first 6 rounds, the first 7 rounds on purpose because I want Teofimo Lopez to get tired. Nobody loses rounds on purpose, okay? He didn't wake up in the morning and say, you know what? I'm going to allow this guy to pound my body for the first 6-7 rounds and make my midsection all red, make my nose all red by getting hit with jabs. I'm going to allow this guy to just beat the shit out of me for 6-7 rounds. I'm not saying he beat the shit out of him, but I'm not going to let this guy just hit me and I'm not going to hit him back. And I'm going to let myself get busted up. And I'm just going to give away the first 6-7 rounds. You guys are fucking ridiculous. You're fucking ridiculous. All right? Sit there. Yeah. We're going to go in there and we're just going to give away rounds. Hey, listen, sparring partner. This is let's work on showing me how to lose rounds on purpose. Let's go in the ring and start sparring. And you know what? Why don't you guys prepare me for me losing early rounds on purpose? Who does that? Who does that, Sean Newton? Who does that, Sean Newton? Yeah, I'm calling you out. This guy had the gall during my live cast when I was calling this fight live. He had the gall to say, yeah, Lomachenko had a bad strategy. He gave away the first 6-7 rounds on purpose. He gave away the first 6-7 rounds on purpose. And I'm supposed to respect this kid's opinion. I'm supposed to respect this kid's opinion. This guy is supposed to be an intelligent, educated boxing analyst on YouTube. And I'm supposed to accept this guy's opinion after a statement like that. Nobody gives away rounds on purpose. Okay, it's the other guy across the other side of that ring that has an impact on why that guy's winning or losing the round. All right? Yeah, I'm going to wait. My game plan is just to go out there and just give away rounds on purpose. It's one thing having one or two or even three feel-out rounds. Yeah, I get that. But there were people that actually said, oh, Lomachenko gave away the first 6-7 rounds on purpose. Sean Newton. I'd love to see you come and try to rebuttal that. Debate me on your argument. Refute. Try to justify what you said. And I'm not taking anything out of context. You said that shit. It's in the chat. I could screenshot it. I can go back on my live shot and I can screenshot it. Imagine that. Imagine the guy, Lomachenko, being in training camp and him saying, okay, to his sparring partner, okay, I'm going to let you win. We're going to spar 10 rounds today. I'm going to let you win the first 5 or 6. That's the strategy today. I'm just going to let you punch me just so I can try to tire you out. So just be prepared for me to stand there and let you hit me, and I'm not going to throw any punches this whole sparring session. Like, how do you come up with a strategy like that? How do you prepare for that? But yet I'm supposed to respect these guys on YouTube, these idiots. I'm supposed to respect these idiots. And I am going to go ad hominem because you know why? I am going to insult people. I am going to call people names. Anyone that fucking said that, I'm going to call you out and I'm going to take shots at you. And yes, I am going to insult you because that's stupidity. You can't watch this sport and say that you are an educated boxing fan and come up with a statement like that. You can't. And if you did, you're not getting a pass. You're not getting a pass. And we're not saying, and now that other narrative is, oh, we're shitting on Loma. No. All we're doing is telling you, you guys overrated him. We're not mad at Loma. We're not insulting Loma. We're insulting you guys. You fucking delusional motherfuckers. This has nothing to do with us shitting on Loma. Okay? We're shitting on you guys. We're making fun of you guys. We're discrediting your opinions. We're coming back at you motherfuckers. This has nothing to do with taking away from what Loma did. Loma's in the history books. No one can go to Lomachenko's house and take away his title belts from him. Those, he owns them, and he can show them to his kids, and he's going to be able to say to his children and his grandchildren, yes, I was a 3-division weight champion. Yes, I did do this in 13 or 14 fights. I did do this all in such a short period of time. Yes, I am in the record books. No one's going to be able to take that away from him. But what we will be able to do is call you idiots out, you delusional motherfuckers out. That's why we're here. That's why I'm here. I'm calling you guys out. You're comparing your fucking intellect and your logic to mine. Your remedial boxing knowledge to my superior boxing knowledge. I sat there and explained to you what footwork was. And I had Georgie Porgy in my chat saying, guys who move more always beat guys who move less. That was not the guys who move more on their feet. Guys who move more on their feet and use more foot movement beat guys who have less foot movement. Georgie Porgy sat in this chat on Friday and said that fucking shit. He said that shit. And I told him that is bullshit. And case in point, you had Teofimo Lopez who used very little foot movement, but he used subtle foot movement. Like I told you, little step here, little turn there, short, quick movements versus a guy who was running all around the ring for the first 7 rounds on the outside, moving side to side, boom, 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 all wasted motion, all posturing. Okay? So again, I'm giving you this for free, and you guys some of you guys don't even appreciate it. This is $80 to $100 an hour that you'd be paying for if you walked into a gym and asked a trainer to train you. You asked for boxing lessons. I'm giving you boxing lessons for free. I just told you on Friday that less sometimes is more. Less sometimes is better. And less in terms of foot movement was better on Saturday night. And it was proven to you. But you don't listen. You don't listen. I had Georgie sit here and tell me, oh, guys who move more have better footwork than guys who move less. Guys who move more beat guys all the time than guys who move less. All this fucking smoke and mirrors, a little pitter pat. I'm not discrediting Lomachenko. I'm not. But I'm not going to give a guy extra credit just because his style is pretty. Just because it looks. You're not going to get style points for looking cool. You're going to get style points for being effective. That's what you get style points for on this fucking channel. You're not going to get style points for doing an Ali shuffle. You're not going to get style points for shiveling your hips, shimmying your hips during a fight. You're not going to get style points for that. You either win or you lose. That's it. You win or you lose. That's all it is. Just because your shit looks pretty, you're not going to get style points for that. You're not. You could take a Hyundai and you could fucking kit it out, put skirts all around it. You could put fucking BBS rims on the motherfucker. You could give it a fucking $7,000 paint job. You could put nitros in the engine, but guess what? At the end of the day, that's a fucking Hyundai. It's a Hyundai. You're never going to be able to make a Hyundai be a Lamborghini Diablo. No matter what you do, no matter how pretty you try to make it. It is what it is. You guys are fucking too impressionable. You listen to the ESPN commentators. You listen to Joe Cortez lube himself up before the fight. Lomachenko. And you eat that shit up like candy. You weak-minded, impressionable motherfuckers. Come here. Listen to me talk. I'm not getting a check from anybody. I'm not. I don't get a check from anybody. Except my real job. This isn't a job for me. This is a passion. This is a passion for me. I've been doing this for a long time. And would I like to get paid for doing it? I'm not an idiot. Of course I'd like to get paid for it. But this is not a living for me. I don't have to make clickbait videos because I have a job. I have a job outside of doing this. So I don't have to come on here and make clickbait videos. I don't have to come on here and make ridiculous, idiotic, stupid statements about how a guy can knock a guy out with his hand halfway in a glove. I don't have to make idiotic videos like that just to get you guys to come here. I don't need to make shock value videos. I don't need to come on here and try to be Howard Stern like a lot of these other motherfuckers on here. And yes, I'm calling them out too. Fuck them too. Fuck all you fucking cardboard fucking goofballs. Fuck you all. I gave you the real shit, and I continue to give you the real shit. And if Lomachenko won that fight, then I would have said Lomachenko won that fight. But yet, because one idiot judge, and we already told you, shout out to Evan Young, shout out to other people on fucking Twitter that said this judge was probably going to turn in a shitty scorecard, a ridiculous scorecard. Blame Vegas for appointing her as one of the judges. Don't blame fucking Lopez. And don't sit there and try to say 116 and 112 and 117 and 111 were horrible scorecards just because you want to make your guy look good. I'm not coming on here crying about how Lomachenko headbutted Lopez. and busted up his face with headbutts. I'm not crying about that. This is a fucking fight. This is a fight. It's not a game of Scrabble. It's not a game of hopscotch. We're not playing 500 rummy. This is a fucking fight. Shit happens. All right? Shit happens. I'm not going to come on here and complain about that. I'm going to point it out. I'm going to say it happened because it happened. He was headbutting him. It happens. Tim Bradley headbutted guys. Andre Ward headbutted guys. Evander Holyfield headbutted guys. Bernard Hopkins headbutted guys. It happens in a fight. All right? It happens in a fight. But don't complain about low blows, okay? Because one punch landed right on the belt line. It was a legal blow. It was definitely a legal blow. All right? But then Lomachenko bends over at the waist in pain and writhers in pain, and then automatically the referee just stops the fight and gives Lomachenko a break for a punch that landed on the belt line. So if you want to sit there and nitpick and go through things, whatever, I can do it right back to you. All right? I told you, you overrated this guy. Doesn't mean he's not a great fighter. Again, if I get a ballot to vote, when this guy retires and I get a ballot, whether or not I'm going to vote him in the Hall of Fame, I'm voting him in. I still think his career was very impressive. But here's another thing that I'm going to point out one thing. This was my biggest criticism of Lomachenko. And this has nothing to do with his style or what he does in the ring. My biggest criticism of Lomachenko, and you can go back and check all my videos from when I was on the Boxing Voice to now, when Lomachenko started fighting, right? And this is what I said. He spent too much time in the amateurs. Having 400 fights in the amateurs and then going to the World Series of Boxing and having 7 or 8 or whatever, how many fights he had there. That's time you're taking away from developing as a pro. Okay? So now he's got so many miles on him for having an overly extensive amateur career. There's such thing as having too many amateur fights, right? Because now you're locked into that amateur style, and now you're turning pro at an advanced age. So now you have to go through a developmental stage as a pro, and that developmental stage as a pro gets shortened because of all the time you spent as an amateur. So again, in my opinion, great career, great accomplishments. But in my opinion, he would have been better and more well served to have started his pro career earlier. You had 1 gold medal. You want to have, there's no need to get 2 gold medals. Sugar Ray Leonard only had 1 gold medal. Muhammad Ali only had 1 gold medal. The Spinks brothers only had 1 gold medal. Andre Ward only had 1 gold medal. Oscar De La Hoya had only 1 gold medal. These guys turned pro. There's no need to go back and get 2 gold medals. It's a great accomplishment, but it doesn't add to your pro career. It doesn't. The Spinks brothers 1 gold medal. Meldrick Taylor 1 gold medal. Pernell Whitaker 1 gold medal. Mark Breland 1 gold medal. All these great fighters or very good fighters. There's no need. In my opinion, he would have been better if he spent lesser time in the amateurs. So I think that took away from his pro career. Because then he went to a fight with Orlando Salido, thinking his amateur style was going to win him that fight, thinking more was going to be better. More is not always better. Sometimes less is more. Okay? So in my opinion, he spent too much time in the amateurs, which took away from his pro career. And I'm not Monday morning quarterbacking it, because you can go back and to the videos when I was on the Boxing Voice, and when I was previewing and breaking down him versus Salido, I mentioned that. I think he spent too much time in the amateurs. And I've said that for years. But that doesn't take away from the fact that he has had a great pro career thus far. You can't take away from that. And I'm not taking away from that. But you guys overrated him. And I'm going to remind you every single day for the rest of your miserable lives that you overrated him. Then people want to take shots at me. They want to go back in history and tell me about the times I was wrong on my picks. But you fail to mention all the times I was right. And one other thing you fail to mention is all the times I was right. Look at the return that I was getting. You guys came to me Friday, Saturday, before the fight started. You guys came to me. You guys came to me and asked me, Beeb, should I put money on the stoppage proposition? You guys wanted to bet the KO proposition. And what did I tell you guys? Guys, we're getting good odds just for straight up. Let's not get greedy. And I gave you the right pick. I saved you money. But yet all these other idiots want to come on here and insult my picks. I saved everyone money yesterday, Saturday night. Everybody. Because you guys wanted to either bet Lomachekno to win straight up, or you wanted to bet Teofimo Lopez with the KO proposition. Full disclosure, I thought Teofimo was going to knock him out. But being the experienced gambler that I am, and using logic and rationale, and not getting greedy, okay, what did I tell you guys to do? Bet him to win straight up. So I saved you guys, and I made you guys money because I used this. But yet people want to go back and they want to dig in the picks I got right. The picks I got wrong totally outweigh the picks the picks I got right totally outweigh the picks I got wrong because of the return that I gave you. Some of you guys got plus 375, plus 350 on Saturday night. Okay? We got plus 400 when we hit Fury. We got plus 375 when we hit Cotto. Okay? When we hit Bradley, we got plus 375. Okay? When we hit Peterson over Khan, we got plus 800. Plus 800. When we hit friggin' Danny Garcia over Matisse, we got plus 375. Look at these returns we're getting. Who cares if we suffer some losses along the way? Pull out the balance sheet. Pull out the balance sheet. And we're getting plus 400 against what's Leo Santa Cruz. And Leo Santa Cruz is live. Yes, we can hit that one. We can hit that one. But we're going to be smart here. We're going to put a small wager on that because we have the potential to only have to put small to get big. We're not going to make stupid picks like Dwyer tell you to put $400 up to win 100 and then telling you to hedge it with a knockout play. So then if you have the potential to lose on both ends of the bet, you have the potential to lose and maximize your losses, compound your losses. This guy calls himself the Gambler's Advisory. My pick is Lomachenko to win and Teofimo Lopez hedged with a knockout stoppage. Anyone that listens to that guy, that genius, they took a bath on Saturday night. But if you listen to me, you got paid. You got paid. This guy Dwyer is a fraud. You don't hedge every single bet that you make, you don't have to hedge it. This guy copies and pastes his picks. He picks the favorite every fight, and then he fucking tells you to pick the underdog with a knockout proposition. If Paulie Malignaggi was fighting Floyd Mayweather, you know what he would fucking tell you? I'm picking Floyd Mayweather, hedged with a Malignaggi knockout. I'm sorry. These are the guys that people think are fucking smart on here. Copy and paste. Picks the favorite, hedged with the underdog for it with the knockout proposition. Don't go to guys. Don't listen to guys like that. Don't listen to guys like that. Listen, if you're making a list of all the times a boxing predictor was going to be right or wrong, more often than not, you're going to be wrong 45 to 50% of the time. But the times you're right, if you're hitting 3-1, 4-1, 5-1, 8-1, you will be in the black. We are here not to be right when we gamble. It's not about to say who gets more picks right. We're here to make fucking money. That's what we're here to do. We're here to look for value, make value plays. That's what we're here to do. I got idiots on Facebook messaging me. Oh, look how many times you were wrong, Beeb. That's expected. That's expected. So we put $50 on somebody when they're a 5-1 and we lose. Who cares? What about the times we were right? What about the times we were right? We're not going to count that time? Listen, the record speaks for itself. The record speaks for itself. Okay? The record speaks for itself. That's why people message me. That's why people ask me. That's why people respect my opinion. Only idiots don't respect my opinion. Only people who don't like me personally don't respect my opinion. Okay? Exactly, Ryan. Ryan saw the balance sheet. He saw when I took 150 and turned it into 1,500 in 5 years. And then people, oh, that's only 1,500. Yeah, because I was using hypothetical bets. Okay? This is always going to be a grind. If you're going to do this long term, this is a grind. And you have to be in it for the long haul. It's like investing in the stock market. You're not going to take your entire net worth and throw it into the stock market, are you? No, you're going to take a percentage of your worth and put it into the stock market. If you guys are planning on doing this for a long time, then it's a grind. We make small bets to get big returns. And we have to be patient. Can't be greedy like Dwyer and bet the favorites all the time and then hedge them with knockout propositions. No one's ever going to tell you to put up $400, $500 to make $100 or $75 on this channel. And that's malpractice. If any so-called gambler advisory tells you to do that. I took Cal. Thank you. Look at this. Ryan Hahn, Cal Frampton over Santa Cruz at plus 250. Thank you. This guy knows. This guy knows. I'm giving this guy advice for free. Where anywhere else he could be charged a monthly fee. He knows. I'm going to go on about it forever. You're going to remember this for the rest of your life, Sean Newton. You're going to remember this for the rest of your life. And you're going to have to deal with it. And you have to deal with it because you keep coming back here because I am that Coke candy crack that you're addicted to. You feed off of me. You get a hard-on coming on here every day. No, it makes you look like a... So if I'm a douche, what are you doing here? What are you doing here if I'm a douche? You know what makes you look like a douche? When you say guys have better footwork just because they move more than guys who move less. What happened Saturday night? What happened Saturday night? You not only look like a douche, you look like a fucking retarded idiot now. How many times do I got to prove you wrong? I could tell you the sky's blue. You're going to come on here and disagree with me and tell me, no, it's turquoise. You're going to tell me it's turquoise. You look like the biggest idiot on 2 feet right now. You look like the biggest idiot on 2 feet right now because you were one of the idiots in the chat like Georgie Porgy saying that Lomachekno has better footwork than Lopez when clearly he didn't. Well, clearly he doesn't because you were another one of those idiots. You were another one of those idiots, and everyone here remembers. Do you guys remember Sean Newton being an idiot on Friday? Do you guys remember it? Do you guys remember Sean Newton coming on here saying stupid shit and telling me I was wrong? So now, yeah, I'm going to go at you. I'm going to remind you every day that you were wrong. I'm going to punish you. No. You had a stupid opinion. You didn't have a different opinion. You had a stupid opinion. You made a dumb fucking statement, and even now, you refuse to admit it. You said guys who move more have better footwork than guys who move less. And I'm going to remind you every day of your life until you get put in that pine box that you said it. That you said it. And everyone in this chat knows you said it. The internet is forever. And you're going to have to remember you said it every fucking day because you won't listen to the professor. I take offense that you're not showing me gratitude because I'm teaching you for free. I'm giving you knowledge for free. And you're a teacher. No, it's not a strength. And you're still trying to justify it. It's not a strength. Moving more is not a strength over guys who move less. It's not. I am emotional because this is who I am. I'm not going to reinvent myself to make you happy. This is who I am. Everyone on here knows this is who I am. If you don't like it, then you don't have to be here. Don't come on here making this about my. See, once again, they want to turn this into my personality because I'm loud, because I'm emotional. They want to overlook the fact that even with those things, it doesn't matter that I'm right. Your opinion was wrong. You made a stupid statement. You said guys who move more, you and Georgie Porgy said guys who move more have better footwork than guys who move less. And you said guys who move more win 99% of the time. Well, you were wrong on Saturday night. And the cognitive dissonance that you have in your sick, deranged little brain will not allow you to come on here and say, Beeb, I was wrong. You were right. Beeb, you were right about the footwork. You're not going to accept it. You did say it. Guys, did Sean Newton say guys who move more have better footwork than guys who move less? Did he or did he not say that? It's not a strength. It's not a strength. Just say you were wrong about the footwork. You're wrong. He moved more on Saturday night with his feet. Than Lopez did. So you're wrong. It's not a strength. It's not a strength. The only time it's a strength is if the other guy is slow, has slow reflexes. If you're fighting a guy who moves less, but has quicker feet that can make shorter, more explosive, quicker moves, then it is not a strength. You're an idiot. You're dumb. You were proven wrong on Saturday night, and you just can't say it's not a strength. It's only a strength when the guy's faster, quicker, and has better reflexes. It's only a strength when the talent gap is very wide. When the talent gap is equal and the other guy is quick, just as quick, but moves less, it's not a strength. No, I'm a genius. And it hurts you that I'm a genius. You're mad because I know more. I'm giving you information for free. I'm trying to help you. And you don't want to learn. Hector Camacho moved a lot. He moved way more than Julio Cesar Chavez, but he lost the fight. De La Hoya moved more than Felix Trinidad, but he lost the fight. Michael Nunn moved more than James Toney, but he lost the fight. He lost the fight. You're getting it for free. I'm trying to make you better, but you want to continue to suck. You want to continue to suck. You're an idiot, and you come on here and you love me. Camacho was great. Camacho's a Hall of Fame fighter. Guys who move more are not better than guys who move less. It's not a strength. It's not a strength. Everyone in the chat, like they're just telling you that you're an idiot and you still won't accept the fact. You're just embarrassing yourself. Andre Durrell moved more than Kyle Froch. Lost. Jermaine Taylor moved more than Kyle Froch. Lost. It's not a strength. No, it wasn't. Wasn't. See how stupid he is? He's so sick and ridiculous. He hates me so much that he's going to go against logic. He hates me so much. It hurts him so much to give my knowledge credit that he's going to continue to lie to himself. Lomachenko's foot movement was not a strength on Saturday night. Camacho's foot movement was not a strength against Chavez. Durrell's foot movement was not a strength against Kyle Froch. De La Hoya's foot movement was not a strength against Felix Trinidad. How many examples do you need? Jermaine Taylor's foot movement was not a strength against Kyle Froch. Michael Nunn's foot movement was not a strength against James Toney. I mean, how many more examples? Amir Khan's foot movement was not a strength against Lamont Peterson. It was not a strength against Danny Garcia. How many more fucking examples do you need? Guys, Lomachenko's foot movement was not a strength against Orlando Salido. Because just because you move a lot, a guy who moves less and has the ability to cut off the ring can nullify your foot movement, idiot. Can nullify your foot movement, idiot. So it's not always a strength. It's only a strength when the guy is slower, has slower reflexes, is less talented. If you're fighting a top-level guy who moves less than you, but is just as quick as you, if not quicker, like Lopez was quicker than Lomachenko, then your foot movement is rendered useless and irrelevant. His foot movement gave him no advantage on Saturday night, and I show and it was clear as day shown to you. So you just lost the argument. You're an idiot. You're dumb. I have to go ad hominem on you right now because you're just too stupid. He's an idiot. He's an idiot. It's not a strength. It's not a strength. It's only, rephrase your sentence. It's only a strength. It's only a strength when the other guy is slower. It's only a strength when the other guy has less reflexes. It's not a strength when both guys are the same speed. It's not. It's not a strength when both guys have the same ability. It's not a strength. It's only a strength when it's allowed to be a strength by a lesser fighter. It's only a strength against lesser fighters. Paulie Malignaggi moved more than Ricky Hatton. Lost the fight. Yeah. Power is only a strength when you land. Exactly. What good is power if you're missing? See how stupid of an idiot he is? Because if power was a strength, then if that was an overwhelming strength, then everyone who had a knockout, then Ali would have lost to Foreman. Ali would have lost to Liston. Ali beat Foreman and Liston not because he moved more, but because he was faster. Because he was faster. It's power. See how stupid of an idiot he is? He said power is only a strength when it lands. Yes! Exactly. Yes. It is only a strength when you land. If you can't land your power, then it's not a strength anymore. It's only a strength when you can land it. Yes. You just answered your own question, idiot. We have to, he's just dumb. He just wants to disagree. Speed's a strength, yes. But foot movement is not a strength when you're fighting a guy who's faster than you. Foot movement is only a strength when you're fighting a slower guy, a guy with less reflexes. See how dumb he is? Power is only a strength. That's like saying you only bust a nut when you fucking jerk off or have sex. You make no sense. He's an idiot. Food only tastes good when you eat it. Like he's an idiot. Makes stupid statements. What a fucking idiot. He's an embarrassment. You only get wet when you get hit by water. You're making nonsensical statements. What a fucking idiot. Again, this is another delusional Lomachenko fan that is so hurt with the result of this fight. If Loma almost got knocked out in the 12th round, in my opinion. So, yes. The answer to that question is yes. The answer to that question is yes. Of course I crave positive attention. What am I supposed to crave? Negative attention? Of course I want people to like me. Of course I want people to say nice things about me. Again, another stupid statement. You just want positive attention. That's true. Of course I want positive attention. Of course I want people to love me. Again, another stupid statement. No, I want everyone to hate me. But here's the difference. I don't mind people hating me. I'm not going to recreate myself just to make people love me. Of course I want everyone to love me. That's the difference between me and you. I'm honest about it. But I'm not going to come on here and kiss people's asses and make Glovegate videos and make Lomachenko fanboy videos. I'm not going to come on here and go, Loma, just to make people like me. I don't have 100,000 subscribers like the clickbait channels or the fanboy channels. I don't. Beeb, you want people to like you. Of course I want everyone to hate me. I wake up every morning just so people can hate me. That's my goal in life. Fucking idiot. This kid is like the dumbest kid ever. How stupid can this kid be? Who wakes up? Who wants people to hate them? Kid's a fucking idiot. He says power is only a strength when it lands. Like that's like a false, that's a falsehood. Listen how stupid he is. How dumb can somebody be? Let's take a poll in the chat, everybody. Is Sean Newton an idiot? Is he in denial? Is he stupid with the statements he's made today? Let's take a poll in the chat. Let's take a poll in the chat. These guys made a statement on Friday that guys who move more have better foot movement than guys who move less. They also made a statement in the chat on Friday, it's all screenshotted, that guys who move more beat guys who move less. And that was debunked on Saturday, like I told them it was going to be debunked on Saturday. And their cognitive dissonance and their hate for me, and they're just so butthurt that they don't want to just say that I was right. And it bothers them. Look, I picked Andy Ruiz to beat Joshua in the rematch. It didn't happen. I was wrong. Okay? I was wrong. I didn't come on here and say, oh, it was because Andy Ruiz didn't train. I didn't make any. You take the L. When you're wrong, you just take the L. You just take the L. You just take the L. You're going to be wrong. It's okay. But you can't make stupid generalized statements like guys who move more on their feet have better footwork than guys who move less. That is a stupid, incorrect statement that was actually proven wrong by Saturday night. And after watching Saturday night, you can't admit that that's an incorrect statement, then you have cognitive dissonance. Then you're just in denial. Just like I don't make statements that guys who have power always beat guys who have less power. I don't make statements like guys who move more always beat guys who move less. Those are generalized, stupid statements that idiots make. And if you're going to make a statement like that, then you are going to get called out on here and you are going to get exposed. If you make a statement that a guy can generate more power with his hand halfway in a glove than he can with it all the way in a glove, which is a stupid, illogical, retarded, ridiculous, idiotic statement, because if that was the case, then everyone would go into a boxing ring with their fucking hands halfway in a glove. Everyone would train in a boxing gym with their hands halfway in a glove. If that was the case, then that's what everyone would do. So anyone that says that, you will be called an idiot. You will be insulted. When you make retarded statements, you're going to get called out. You're going to get called out. You're going to get called out. When Georgie makes a stupid statement like guys who move more on their feet win all the time over guys who move less, you're going to get called out. I never make generalized, retarded, ridiculous, idiotic statements like that. Never. Never. I could have made Glovegate videos making stupid statements like that just so more people would have liked me. I would have, if Sean Newton's correct, that all I care about is coming on and having people like me, then all I would have done was made Glovegate videos. Like all these other idiots did. I could have came on here and made Glovegate videos and making stupid videos saying how Tyson Fury cheated, this and that, right? I could have done that. I could have done that. Just like I didn't defend Tyson Fury when he used the boar meat excuse. As much as I love Tyson Fury, I can't defend the boar meat excuse because I'm going to always apply logic. Logic to me is always going to trump admiration. Just because I like a guy a lot, just because a guy's when Sugar Ray Leonard, I use this example all the time. When he fought Donnie Lalonde, I love Sugar Ray Leonard. I adore the man. He's my favorite fighter of all time. I absolutely adore the man. When I interviewed him before, it was one of the highlights of my life being able to interview a guy that I have so much admiration and respect for. But when he fought Donnie Lalonde for 2 titles on the same night, made Donnie Lalonde put his 175-pound title on the line and made him come in at 168, I said that was bullshit. I said it was a cheap way to win 2 weight classes in 2 separate weight divisions. I said it. I criticized him for that. Doesn't mean I dislike him. Doesn't mean what he did on that night takes away from any of the other great things he done or did. But I am objective. Even when people I love, I admire, when they do something I don't agree with, okay? When they do something I don't agree with, I'm critical of it. I'm not going to justify it. So I can be objective even though I'm biased. My history speaks for itself. I don't think Tyson Fury is the lineal champion because he got stripped from one of his titles and he was in the process of getting suspended because of his failed drug tests. And Ring Magazine did the right thing by taking the ring belt away from him because of that. One of the rare times that I agree with Ring Magazine. You can't retire for 2.5 years, almost 3 years, come back and expect to keep your same place in line. No. So I am objective. History shows that. Sean Newton is a biased motherfucker. He hates American fighters. He hates black fighters. He's biased towards European fighters. He hates PBC fighters. He's biased towards the zone fighters. Because he's a biased, unobjective motherfucker that wants to be a contrarian, and he'll come on here. This hat is black, Sean. No, it's not black. It's charcoal. He'll come on here and just purposely disagree with me because he wants to argue with me. That's what he wants to do. And in the process of doing so, he makes an ass of himself every single time he comes on here. Because he's an idiot. Thank you, Wood. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And you're not, and anyone that wants to come on here and point to times I was right about stuff, and you want to use that as a means to try to shame me, you're wasting your time. Because I've gone down the list of victories. Look at all of the 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9 to 1s that I've given you guys over the years. That makes up for the losses. If you listen to me over time, you're going to have more money in your pocket than if you didn't. If you listen to Dwyer all the time, that tells you to bet both sides of a bet, tells you to hedge, you're going to be in the poorhouse. The opinion you follow should be your own. You're damn right it should. I'm certainly not going to follow your stupid opinion. Telling you to hedge every single fight with a knockout proposition. Putting you in a position to lose both sides of your bet. Compound your losses. This is why you got a guy like him doing videos in a fucking hallway. Supposedly this guy's a lawyer. But he's doing videos with fucking Walmart t-shirts on in a fucking hallway. But you're going to listen to this guy. If this guy's a lawyer, then guess what? If he's a defense lawyer, then guess what? I'm betting on the DA. If this guy's a defense lawyer, I'm betting on the DA. I'm betting on the DA. Gambler's Advisory. And this is a guy that has fucking 10,000 subscribers. Going up against a guy like me. And I am going to take shots. I am going to take shots. Because just because you say controversial things, you make clickbait titles, you say ridiculous shock value things on here, that's going to get you subscribers, then I am not, then guess what? I'll continue to be a small channel then. I'll continue to be a small channel then. The opinion you should follow should be your own. Damn fucking right it should. This guy is misleading people. This guy's hurting you guys. He's hurting you guys. Telling you to put up $400 of your hard-earned money just so you can get a $100 return. Who does that? Who does that? And then telling you to also bet another 100 on the knockout proposition. So instead of just losing your $400, you're going to lose $500. Now, if you took my advice and you were wrong, because a lot of people I told them, just, hey, you know what? Just bet $50 or $100. So if you took my advice and you were wrong, right? Most of you would have lost $50. Ah, all right, whatever. You take his advice and you're wrong, you're losing $500. So this guy is making you lose 10 times the amount that you would lose if you were wrong with me. Think about it. Your losses are being magnified by 10 if you listen to this guy as opposed to listening to me. But this is the guy that has 10, like 20,000 or 15,000 subscribers to a small channel like me. Right? Right? Why? Because he's a lawyer? He's one of those fucking lawyers, those fucking ambulance chaser lawyers, probably, that you see with those late night infomercial commercials. You slip and fall, and the business doesn't want to pay you. 1-800-DWYER. And remember, the opinion you should follow should be your own. Yeah, again, this was a guy who was Andre Ward's lawyer, who actually lost his suit against the Goosens. But yet this guy has credibility. Cut it out. Cut it out. Dwyer made a good pick on Bitcoin. Yeah, but what good is that if you're taking the money you made on Bitcoin and you're losing it gambling? What's good? What's good about that? What's good about that? That's like hitting the lottery and taking your lottery money and losing it all on gambling picks. Good is that? Again, guys, stop drinking the Kool-Aid, man. Stop drinking the Kool-Aid. Stop drinking the fucking Kool-Aid, man. But yeah, I'm gonna be making these videos. We're gonna be having a Lomachenko Lopez video marathon. Okay, I think I'm gonna even start using some of it. I may even start using some of my vacation days and personal days at work, since I have so much vacation time and so much time that I could use to take off at work. I may start taking days off and just maybe do like 3-hour videos on Lomachenko versus Lopez. I may just do that. I may start using my vacation time just so I can make videos about this shit. So exactly, Gucci Kid. Some of you guys don't make a lot of money, but yet this guy's telling you to put up $500. He's telling you to put up $500. So then if Lomachenko loses and Tiafimo doesn't knock him out, you lose $500. You lose $500. Really? This is the guy you're going to listen to? All right, enough about Dwyer. Yeah, I am hating. Anyone that's calling, I'm hating. 100% I'm hating. I am a hater. When it comes to Dwyer, I am a hater. I'm hating. And then people leave comments on his videos, and this fucking snob never responds. Never responds to anyone's comments. Because he thinks he's better than everyone else. This guy's a fucking, I don't like the guy. I don't like the guy. Just don't like the guy. I think he's a bullshit artist. I don't like the guy. I think the guy's a fraud. It's just my opinion. I think the guy's a straight up fraud. All right, guys. I think that's about it. I think I ranted for long enough. Beeb is out. Maybe come back here tomorrow. I'll have another one lined up for you, because we're just gonna continue to do this. Those Glovegate guys want to make their videos, and they want to try to fucking milk Glovegate. Well, I'm gonna milk this. All you delusional fucking Lomachenko fanatics, I'm gonna make you pay. Gonna make you guys fucking pay. You guys are gonna remember this. I'm gonna buy myself a Teofimo Lopez t-shirt. I'm going to wear it every time I make these videos just to remind you guys that you were idiots. You were so fucking wrong. You were so fucking wrong, you fanatics. And none of them, look at them, look at none of them. None of them are here in the chat today. All those fucking pussies and little whack ass beta males that said they were going to come back here after Lomachenko won. None of them showed up. None of them showed up. Not one of them is here. Not one of them is here. Not one of those motherfuckers is here. Not one of them is here. But they're going to remember. They're going to remember. All the 115 and 113 people and all the fucking 114 or 114 people, they're crying. They're crying over one bad scorecard. Like it was going to really change anything. The right man won. The right man won. And that's just it. Going to have to deal with it. Just going to have to deal with it. Oh, he was in here. He was in here. He was in here trying to make stupid statement like power is only an advantage when it lands. Duh. That's like saying sex is only good when you have an orgasm. Duh. Biggest retard of all times that kid is. That kid's an idiot. That kid's an idiot. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining into the chat. Thank you for the support. Thank everyone who tunes into the Ringside Reporter podcast. And I will see you guys soon because they're never going to live this one down. They're never going to live this one down. They're never going to live this one down. All right. Beaver's out. Take care, everyone. Have a good one. Peace. Stay safe.